Safety third. Yeah.
So you floor it and you get stuck behind the brake pedal.
Yeah, that's no good. I think that's exactly what it needed. What's up, everybody? On today's episode of Cars and Cameras, we are finishing up our 190cc 5-speed yard dart project. This thing has mechanically been a huge success. It drives really well, it stops, it steers great, and it has a ton of power, and it reflects it on the leaderboard. It's #1 on our Cars and Cameras Grand Prix leaderboard, beating out projects with 50, 60, 70, 80 horsepower. This thing only has 18. So in today's episode, we're gonna be cleaning it and painting it up to match the OG cross cart. That's right, we're going with a gloss white with black accents on this bad boy.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, no,
it's a surprise to me.
Yeah, it's a little cross cart 2.0 kind of. It's, you know, the same family anyway. So we're gonna start by taking it apart. We're gonna finish welding any points we may have missed, smooth out the sharp edges, clean it up, and then start with the painting process that Charles is gonna update you guys on here in a few minutes.
I think it's crazy that we're 52 seconds and this thing, the frame's not even really done yet.
Yeah, no, it's fast on the leaderboard and the frame's still on time.
A jump cut to my scared face of how many welds I'm gonna have to go over that hole.
So, Charles did a fantastic job painting and finishing up the yard dart. I was out sick for like a week, so Charles is just a one-man show. And unfortunately now Ike is sick. So, it's just the two of us, but the show must go on. And we have a couple more things to do to the yard dart before we're gonna finish up today's episode. Charles installed a seat pad, like a foam seat pad. We need to add a little bit more to that, but it should take the harshness out of a lot of the bumps in the yard dart to make it even more comfortable. He has a couple of little stickers we're gonna throw on it that are hilarious. We're gonna paint the grill black, and most importantly, we need to kind of reorient the brake that we're gonna talk about more in a second here. But I think it matches the OG cross cart look, and we painted it like a stormtrooper because why, Charles?
Because they can't hit anything.
Exactly.
I figured we could just run with that.
Yeah. All right, man, let's get to work. Let's get this thing finished up.
Yeah, and the only thing else is when I painted it, I did put a new rack in it, and I think I have the seat. You know how like it's more steering one way than the other, so I need to center up.
You gotta center it.
I gotta take the bolt out right there. No
Tie
big deal.
rods.
But if
Sweet.
you guys see me doing that, that's what that is.
Cool.
It's not broken. It's just I was involved.
So we're starting with the most important part, and that is the brakes. Our brakes work fantastic. This is a Go Power Sports mini bike brake, lever and master cylinder here. But the problem is it's mounted vertically, and it needs to be mounted like horizontally so that over time fluid doesn't leak out of that seal there. It's not designed to be used straight up and down like that.
I know, but I have a T-shirt that says I can do this. The danger I do dumb things. If I wear it, I can drive this thing. Thank you, Dave.
So we just need to. It's pretty simple, really. Yeah, go ahead and pivot it just like that.
Let's see. I may need to.
Yeah, we need to crack that line and
we'll
move it. But we can move it inboard, figure a place to mount it, and possibly
Actually,
reuse
that's not bad.
the entire lever and everything. So let's fiddle with it and find our placement.
Yeah, I've got room.
And make something happen.
Safety third. I guess it was only right for me to do that after I painted it. I'm hoping I got enough, but I didn't. That weld must have been a lot better than I thought. Oh,
Look at that.
what was that? What's that saying? With a big enough pry bar, you can move the world.
Yep.
Yeah, that's proof. Proof's in the pudding.
So while that brake is out and the steering rack is somewhat serviceable, Charles is straightening out the steering rack so we get equal turns.
Me with measuring tape. That's.
And what I have done is taken our original brake piece, notched it to fit on the back side of this tube because we're going to need it to make our master cylinder clear the head so we can still adjust our engine. So something right about there. I'm going to brace it down near the frame here, and probably going to trim this lever and just use it like that. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, got to make sure that wheel's straight, buddy. Oh yeah.
I think I'm one tooth off.
It looks good to me, man.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, luckily for us, Go Power Sports, these steering wheels got like what is that? The dead straight arrow.
Yeah.
Like the little.
A little
point.
help you align it.
Yeah.
All right, let's turn it. Can I turn it?
I don't have a bolt in it, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let's see here. To the left.
It shouldn't slip.
All right. To the right. Looks good to me, man.
Yeah. Before we had more one way than the other, and
Yeah.
that was my fault. I just slapped it together and didn't look at it.
That's good to go, bud. So you're gonna get those bolts tight, then we can keep working on that brake. Here's the plan on the brake, a little bit more finalized. We have this bar here, which is just a modified piece that was right here. And it's gonna go right about yonder. And we're really gonna need to thread the needle because you can see how close it is to the head. We still need room for the engine to move forward if we ever need to tension our chain a little bit. And we're definitely gonna have to trim the end of our brake lever off. And possibly may need to make another one of these out of steel, but that is not a big deal. You can move that a little bit in. So it's really just to the point of finagling it to get the perfect placement and then welding this piece in here with a support. And then we should have brakes, and then we can do fun stuff like painting the grill and stickers.
All right. Cover.
Yep.
Alright, now it should
Now
be,
it's good
we
for
should
test.
be able to wiggle it.
Perfect. All right, we can actually bolt this thing on there.
Awesome, okay.
All right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What'd you do?
Our
the bolt. The
Yeah,
bolt head, okay.
the bolt head probably needs to be pivoted a little bit. Ooh, that's tight clearance, man. That is tight clearance.
It'll fit over here, though. Here, let me see.
On the heart.
I'll give you one bolt off the board.
Well, put the other one in
Yeah.
there, and then we can tighten it and see if it needs to straighten out at all.
We're making like 5 people happy right now.
5. Well,
Everybody-
Ike is one of them, so.
Oh, okay. All right, he counts as 2.5.
I mean, this is a very fast go-kart. We
need
to
brakes.
know the brakes work all the
Yeah,
time.
the brakes
so.
need to work every single time.
So.
It can't be like, what is it, our fancy limo cart with 2 brakes.
Yeah. No.
No, that thing's got options, like the Cadillac.
Oh yeah, that thing's
Cigar lighters, not the other one. Cigars.
We found a spot that should be safer and is comfortable to hit with our feet. Unfortunately, it's still not level, but that should be level enough and a lot safer than what we had. Now we're going to move our gas pedal to the outside of the linkage we built here, as well as clean up these springs. That way we can see... We want to keep as much of this lever as possible because that's just more leverage for our foot. The shorter this becomes, the harder it's going to be to press with our foot. We want brakes to be easy. We need to move our pedal stop, but this is what we got. So we're basically just going to be trimming the head of the brake lever off, and that should be enough leverage for our feet to still hit the brake safely and comfortably, as well as give us space to hit the gas as well. So let's trim it, dude. Good old aluminium.
Yeah, it's not as satisfying without the sparks.
It's really not. I'm just worried about. Yeah, okay, we might need to shorten it a hair. Yeah, we gotta shorten it a little more. And then it'd be nice to.
So you floor it and you get stuck behind the brake pedal.
Yeah, that's no good. No good.
See, we knew putting the piece of tubing that direction would allow us to move it. It's by design.
Kidneys.
Yeah, now we can only move the engine forward like 1/8 of an inch. But it was already pretty dialed, right?
Yeah.
And if we have to move the engine forward, we just move the brake back out and we can move the engine forward.
We need to. This thing needs to be sponsored by the Yellow Pages. 'Cause it's dialed. I know, I got terrible jokes.
That was a good one, man. That made my day. Oh, that's hilarious.
Just like
Sponsored
Just
by
like
the Yellow
yesterday, what was
Pages.
it? What's the most unsettling thing to read in Braille? Do not touch. Oh boy.
How's it feel, bud?
Clutch, brake.
Yeah, it's a little sketchy still, isn't it?
Yeah, we might need to trim
Take a little more length off that
Yeah,
the
just
brake.
to be sure. Because if you're going wide open, you got to panic to brake.
Yeah, there's a
So,
good chance your
you don't want
top of your foot's gonna catch that.
Yeah.
All right, let's trim a little bit more, man, but I think we're there.
But that it's not bad.
Yeah, we can weld our brace in, and the brakes will be done.
Sweet. I miss my cam shifter, man.
Oh, I know, but
It's okay. I saved it. I found it.
You see it? It'll go on something else.
It'll be on a trophy. So if you, just and if you want that, you got to come to Mini Mayhem.
Yep. So the support piece we're talking about is going to go from, you can see our master cylinder there, to the one of the shock supports there.
Yeah.
So, and that'll just provide some forward and backward support when we hit our brakes.
Oh god. Fire. Don't worry, darling. I'm a volunteer fireman. Always wanted to say that.
All right, so we're gonna move right along to painting the grill. I taped everything off, so the tubing is still gonna be white, but the grill will be a nice gloss black. I think it'll look sweet up against our black tire, black headlights, black seat, and other black accents. Here we go. Ready? You do like a super light coat at first, and then you're supposed to let it sit for a few minutes. Then you can come back with usually 2 heavy coats. So, while that's tacking up, let's see what else we have. We decided we're happy with our seat pad. At least we're gonna let Ike ride it because he is the biggest out of all of us. And if he decides it needs more seat padding, then we'll add it. But until then, we're happy with it. That paint is stinky.
Okay, we're allowed to say that because he always says like, "Oh, I'm trying to watch my figure." When we go out to lunch.
Yeah. Other than that, dude, we're looking at throwing some stickers on here and getting some beauty shots. But the old yard dart is coming to a close. So let's get the rest of the paint on this grill, and this project will pretty much be wrapped up.
Nice.
The grill is looking so sweet, so I'm going to take the paint off and we can get the full effect. I did a little bit of white touch up, and now we have a little bit of white speckle on the grill, but it's okay. It was on purpose. Ooh, that is cool.
Yeah, I like it. Oh, I like how you got the tape in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was good. Good job.
Woo! Look at that.
Done.
Yeah, dude, that's sick.
Whoa.
I'm happy with that, man. I think that's exactly what it needed. A black grill piece. Oh, you know what the other thing it needs are those stickers you have.
Oh yeah, where are those?
What do you got, man?
All right. Well, I ordered like an RC sticker pack, and this is just left over. I think these go on like a bomber or like the hood of a truck or something, or the fenders or something. But why not put them on the yard dart? They don't have to be perfect, but
Cool. Nice job, man. Yard dart is done.
it's done.
So the yard dart is finished up officially. Ike still has not laid eyes on it in its completed form, so we might jump forward a couple days so we can get his reaction on that. We are going to try to break our lap record again to try to get under that 50-second mark on the Grand Prix. However, the track needs a lot of maintenance and kind of safety modifications before we do that. So we will be making an episode on getting rid of trees, putting hay bales out, getting rid of the wet spots, maybe doing some leveling on some very bumpy sections. You can catch all that in a future episode of Cars and Cameras, so be sure to subscribe for that. Leave a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the Yard Dart saga, and let us know in the comments if we should build another one, because there are subtle tweaks here and there that we could make to the design to take this from like an 8 out of 10 to like something that you would see in a showroom. I mean,
absolutely.
The design is near about dialed. They're just, you know, making the foot area a little bit wider, moving the seat back a little bit to give you a little more leg room, stuff like that, optimizations. But this is our best one yet, man. And this is probably the last big build we'll ever do in this shop. The new shop is almost ready to start building in, and that's going to be a game changer.
It's bittersweet.
It kind of is bittersweet, man.
That's okay. We'll come in here and do a mini bike revival every now and then.
Absolutely.
I promise.
Yep. We got to thank GoPowersports.com for a lot of the parts we use in this episode. A lot of the front, almost the entire front end is from GoPowersports. We've used these components on a ton of builds in the past, and they're very reasonably priced, and they're high quality as well. So if you want to check those out, like the steering kit, the front shocks, the spindles, the tie rods, you can find all that at links in the description of this episode. And of course, anytime you place an order with GoPowersports, let them know the guys at Cars and Cameras sent you. Anyway, let's roll this thing out, get some beauty shots, and we'll get Ike to take a look at this thing. All right, so the Yard Dart is all finished up. Unfortunately, we're not going to get Ike's reaction in today's episode. He's just still not feeling quite well enough. But the good news is that the new shop is coming along very, very well. I'll include a sneak peek right here, and you can catch that, I believe, Monday. We're going to be building out the shop part 1, and it's really quite a transformation, and it's already turning into an epic building space. So be sure to subscribe to Cars and Cameras to catch that. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll catch you next time. And thanks for tuning into the Yard Dart. This was a fun project.